everybody. Hope you're having a great week. It's Friday. It's my Sabbath. I'm so excited. I've been so busy this week. I know I tell you guys that every week. But this week, God. But I want to show you a cup that my roommate got me. I'm going to show you. It's so cute, okay? You see the O inside the cup? Right? Shit. Oh, shit. Oh, God. I love the coffee cup. Anyway. Get your coffee and let's have a chat. Because I'm going to finish up and touch on a few bases that I didn't on my last two videos that had to do with eating disorders and poor body image. You guys, anorexia is a deep-seated disease. I'm just saying, it's so deep-seated that to touch on this subject has been very hard. My head looks crooked. Has been very hard for me. You know, I had to take care of all my own demons. And then to discuss them is kind of hard. Because I've only been, not starving myself for a year now. So, as I get close to that 1 year, well, actually, it's a year, probably the end of December, so I'm like really close. It's been an amazing ride. I have to say that the release from what the world thought of me and my feelings of inadequacy because of the size of my bone structure or myself, like my head dress, the way I dress, I was so worried about what the world thought. And you know what, guys? It doesn't matter in the end. In the end, it just doesn't matter what the world thinks. I know that doesn't help those out there who are suffering from anorexia or bulimia, abuse of laxatives. It doesn't help for people to say this, but look at me. There is a road to recovery, but you gotta want it. You know, it goes way beyond eating again. It goes to the point of your core that every time you look at yourself in the mirror, the things that caused you and pushed you to be anorexic are still there. And with BDD, it enhances that issue because there's already that distorted body image anyway. You guys, no matter how thin I got, when I looked in the mirror, I was still a fat girl. And I hate that word, but that's just the truth. My thighs were huge to me, my arms. I mean, I could go on and on and on about my body and how I picked at it. But I know it doesn't help for an anorectic, recovering anorectic, to say to you, there's light at the end of the tunnel, because it all has to come from within. It has to come from that self-love that I tell you guys about all the time. You have to love yourself enough to let go of the precepts of what we think the world wants us to be. The precepts of what the magazines say we should be. I mean, if you think about it, you know, yeah, the healthier the woman back in the day, and I'm even talking about, you know, the 50s and the 40s and 30s. I mean, the healthier the woman, the more attractive she was. It's just a fact. A healthy woman was looked at as a woman who could have healthy children. And I know that we don't think about that in today's day and age, but I don't think we were meant to be Twiggy size. Yep, there are people who are born that are small. My mother, she was just 4'11", and I don't think she ever weighed more than 120 pounds, and she was pregnant. You know, there's just people who can eat meat, and they don't gain weight. Just saying. But a lot of us started diets at very early ages, and we don't know what our body weights were intended to be. So if you're anorectic, I'm only saying to you, just look inside. Love that person inside, because that's who matters. Just the bottom line. That sounds like a delivery or something. But if we don't love ourselves, if we don't take the time to nurture ourselves, then we can be overcame by the world and what's expected of us. I'm just saying. So I encourage you to get into group therapy. I mean, they don't have Anorexic Anonymous, I don't think. They have Overeaters Anonymous, but they don't have Anorectic Anonymous. I tried Overeaters Anonymous. When I walked in there, the people, yeah, when I walked in there at 120, people just looked at me like, what the hell are you doing here? But that was the only thing I found back in the day. And now you can find those kind of support groups everywhere. Just search it on Google and put in the name of your city. Even if you're not ready to walk away from the starvation, go spend some time with women who have been in your shoes, are in your shoes. It's the best thing you could do. And you know what? They cover the BDD, the bad body image, as well when you're in there. Because the fact is, you guys, these are diseases that cannot be healed. I will always be an anorectic. My trigger, and the worst trigger for me, is my scale. And I think that if you eliminate your trigger, because we all have one trigger that rules us. And my trigger was that scale. I let it rule me. The mirror, I let rule me. So if you have a full-length mirror, take it up out of your house. That's all I can say. It's helped me a lot. You know, guys, self-love, I work on it every day. I tell you guys every time I end a video on both my channels to remember to love yourself. And not only am I telling you that, I'm reminding me of that. Because I could easily fall back into the trap of what the world thinks and what the world wants. And as I dress like this, and every day I dress like this, I gain more self-confidence, more love for myself. Because the fact is if somebody wants to get to know Tammy, they have to get to know Tammy not because of her looks, but because of what's inside. Because what's inside is what matters. So, we're going to move on to videos about narcissism. I'm doing a video about, I'm going to do a series about what a narcissist says during a fight. But when I say this, I have to touch on this point real quick. A lot of us who are anorectic had a narcissistic parent or grandparent somewhere in the background. Because I really believe that only humans with this trait of narcissism could harm a child, emotionally scar them for their life, have to be narcissistic. And my mother was a narcissist, and my mother, yeah, it wasn't just saying mean things to me. My mother was a total, full-blown narcissist, and I just chose to stay away. So after an adulthood, I didn't let her around my children. She said one thing one time about my daughter's weight, and then I looked at her and I said, you'll not ever see her again. Because I wasn't going to have her do the things to my daughter that she had done to me. After I had tried so hard to break the cycle. That's just it. It's a cycle. Just saying. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great weekend. Again, this is my Sabbath. Yeah, I look forward to my Sabbath. Sometimes I don't even put clothes on. I lay around my jammies all day long. Anyway, I hope you have a great Sabbath, whether you celebrate on Friday and Saturday or Sunday. If you don't celebrate at all, I hope you have a great weekend. Have a safe weekend. And at the end of this video, I had comments of a few people who asked me to do a video about the dog that I have. His name is Bentley. He is considered a party poodle. He is a mixture of a miniature poodle, which is the third smallest, and a standard, which is the largest. So he's 25 pounds, soaking wet. Thinks he's a lap dog. Anyway, Bentley came to me through fostering, and I fell in love with him, and he chose me. I was really lucky. He chose me to be mommy. So there's a video at the end I did this morning with him. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Remember to love yourself. Because if you don't love you, ain't nobody going to love you. And remember to pay it forward, whether it's from your heart, your hand, or your pocket. Because it always comes back to you. Always, guys. Always. Have a great week. Bye-bye. Morning, everybody. Sit, Bentley. Sit, handsome. Everybody asked for a video of my new dog. Hi, there's Bentley. He's almost done being... Oh, you need not get on Mommy's bed. Hi, Ben. Say hi, YouTube. Say hi, YouTube. Are you a good boy? Doesn't he look handsome in his sweater, you guys? I got him long john underwear, too. But I want to show you something real quick in my room, since this is just an added video. My roommate got me these little itty-bitty Crocs, you guys. I mean, these are so little. Let me show you how little they are. Here's my finger. Here's the Crocs. Aren't those cute? Because I wear Crocs like all the Crocs that they make. Bentley. That's Bentley. Bentley! I also call him Dumas. Okay, the inside joke is dumbass Dumas. He's my little Dumas. Dumas! Dumas, what are you doing? And I also call him Mr. B. Hi, Mr. B. Say hi, YouTube. I just finished grooming him. The only thing I got left is right under his neck and around his face. Well, his face is done. Around his poof. He was natted. I had to do that, but he's so silly. How silly, Ben. Aren't you a handsome boy? Are you a handsome boy? Bentley, hi. So anyway, to those of you who wanted to see my handsome boy, that's my coffee pot in the background making that noise. Oh, you might as well see some of the my room painted, you guys, while I'm doing this video of Bentley. Yeah. My station where I work, and you guys see me video. Oh, there's Tammy. And of course those famous closet doors that I was by. And then on my TV. Of course my backpack and sewing stuff. I'm always busy. The stuff on the back of the chair has to be mended. My camera bag. Okay, Bentley, say goodbye. Say bye-bye, YouTube. You guys have a great day. I hope you enjoyed the video today. Bye-bye. Isn't he handsome, you guys? Oh, kills me.